Welcome, everybody, back to the Blick Reactivity Center. Three Borders Sports Network, Joe Schreiner, Brian Watson, Chad Affield. We'll talk to those guys in just a minute. I'm Joe Schreiner. And again, welcome everybody to the Three Borders Sports Network. We're game number 2 here today between the Lidgerwood Wyndmere Warbirds at 2-15, taking on the Lisbon Broncos 8-10. And again, Brian running the computer and Chad running the camera for us today. Gentlemen, good afternoon again for game number 2.
How are we doing there, Joe?
Hi, Joe.
We're doing all right. Game number 2 here again, and we'll go right into the starting lineups here, brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose here. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Lidgerwood Wyndmere Warbirds. Number 3 is going to be Eric Ebel. He is a 5'10 senior getting the start, number 3. Number 5 is Levi Kackman, a 5'11 sophomore for Coach Hosford. Number 12 will be Adam Baldwin. He is a 6'1 junior. Number 24 will be Dylan Frankie. He's a 6'2 senior. And number 32, Briar Kaczynski. He's a 6'11 junior, Brian. How about that?
6'11. He got any sisters that want to move to WAP?
He does have a sister that plays for the Lady Warbirds, but I don't think they're moving to Wapaton anytime soon.
Wow.
They'd probably move to Breck first.
Well, you're right, Chad. You are correct. I stand corrected.
All right, assistant coach is Rylan Gutzmer, and head coach is going to be Todd Hosford. Coach Haas coaching for the Lidgerwood Wyndmere Warbirds. And let's take a look now at the starters for the Lisbon Broncos, brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. Excuse me, I think I have them backwards here. The visitors are the Lisbon Broncos. Rodney Olson, 6'1 senior, wearing number 2. Number 10, Caden Sweet, 5'11 senior. Number 12, Wyatt Olson, a 5'10 sophomore. Number 34, Sam Kelson, 6'1 sophomore. And number 44, Caleb Olson, a 6'4 senior. Head coach Kim Mark, assistant coaches Brad Bittner and Justin Reinke. So there's your coaches and starters, brought to you by Thrivent and Will Ulick. Thrivent, what are you invested in? Thrive with purpose. Boys, the Warbirds coming in here at 2-15, and the Broncos 8-10 coming in overall. So we're expecting game number 2 to be a close one here as well. 64-47. Wabash Summit defeated Hankinson in the first game. It was a close game in the third quarter, and then the fourth quarter there the Mustangs took away with it here. But maybe a different story here for game number 2.
We'll see how they handle that 6'11 size out there.
I saw him warming up underneath there, and it was like, holy cow, he's a tall boy. I know his dad's very tall, and his sister plays for the Lady Warbirds too, is very tall.
You see his hands, Joe.
He got big hands too.
Oh. Big.
So he's going to obviously jump center here for the Warbirds. And the Broncos coming in at 8-10. Coach Hosford led the Lidgerwood Wyndmere Warbirds to the state tournament a couple of years ago. Brian, you and I covered that one out there, and got a chance to meet Coach Hosford and spend some time with the young man.
That was a lot of fun too, Joe.
It was fun. Ball on the floor, and a scrum breaks out.
First down.
First down, Chad says. It'll be possession arrow to the Broncos. Three Borders Sports Network. If you've never subscribed to our YouTube channel, Brian, tell them how they do that.
Just click on that subscribe button, and then you can also click on the bell icon, and you'll get notifications for whenever our events go live.
We would appreciate you subscribing to our YouTube channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. As the Broncos moving the ball around. We saw the Wabash Summit Mustangs with a three-point shot just off the rim. Good there by Wyatt Olson. The big guy in Jay Galbra for the Mustangs occupied a lot of space down low.
Yeah, Galbra's a nice little player, man. I like his game. I like the way they use him. And Wabash, a good team from South Dakota.
Caleb Olson, nice movement of the ball here by the Lidgerwood Wyndmere Warbirds. Kaczynski out high. Get it over to the corner. Shot clock getting low. They find Kaczynski in the middle for 2.
Yeah, you got to get somebody to come up and help on that roll. Otherwise, he's going to get easy looks all day there.
Kaczynski with the first bucket of the game puts the Warbirds in the lead 2-0.
It'll make him score from outside the lane as much as possible.
Jumper, with foot was on the stripe. It is not a three-point attempt, but it's still a little bit short to get it up ahead, as just out of the outstretched arms of the 6'11 Kaczynski.
Kaczynski getting out in transition. Just, I don't know how you could throw it over his hands.
They did.
But they managed to do it.
Would have been interesting to see if he would have been up to flush that one.
Well, he didn't have far to go.
No, didn't have far to go. As the Broncos moving the ball around now. Underneath, little jumper underneath, up and in for 2 for Sam Kelson.
Yeah, Broncos doing a good job of keeping Kaczynski outside the lane. Lidgerwood, Wyndmere in man-to-man, and pulling that big guy out of the paint helps.
Broncos up with a little pressure here too, Coach. Ooh, and he did drag that foot.
Pressure's going to pay off there.
Travel there by Levi Kackman. Was looking for somebody to get it to, and his passing lanes got shut off by the Broncos. Broncos bring the ball up across the timeline. Bringing it up for them is Sweet. Screen up high. He's going to penetrate along the right side of the paint. Kaczynski altered the shot on that one. And losing control of it and picking it up going the other way is Olsen. And he loses his footing and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Warbird ball.
Well, I thought maybe Warbird's tapped that, but they say no right off the Broncos.
Right in front of the referee down low.
Tom Bennett with a good look at it down there.
And inbound pass goes right back over to Brian Quam, who checked in, a freshman. A foul on the other end. That looks like it's going to go against Caleb Olsen.
Kaczynski doing a good job of running the floor again, getting down there in transition. They find him that time, able to draw the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2.
So Kaczynski goes to the line. Bryce rattles it off the glass for 1. Chad, did you ever have to play against a 6'11 guy in high school?
No.
No?
No. In practice, though,
Yeah?
I had a foreign exchange student that was 6'10".
Oh, my. Kaczynski misses the second one. Remember his name?
Jeff Pierce,
Oh, it was an easy one to remember. Where was he from?
Australia.
3-point shot on the outside by the Broncos by Rodney Olsen, no good, and Kaczynski on the board.
Height, that's what we always have over there in Minnesota.
Yeah, they do. You don't have to tell me about that.
Little jumper from 10 off the back iron. Kaczynski gets up for the board, tries to power his way in, and stealing that one away was Rodney Olsen.
Yeah, when you've got that kind of size advantage, no need to put it on the floor. Just turn around and put that thing in.
3-point shot, no good. It's tipped out there and saved underneath. Shot clock continues to run. Did not reset on the missed 3-point shot. Did not hit the rim. Wyatt Olsen penetrates around, gives it off to Caden Sweet. Bounce pass down low into the paint, ripped away there. Nicely defensively played by Eric Ebel.
You know, that one kind of forced in there. A lot of help, a lot of hands in there. Just reverse it to the other side and see if you can get a little movement. Defense already set there. You got to make a move.
Frankie back over now to Brian Quam. Out high, looks for Kaczynski down low. Little turnaround jumper, a little bit off the mark. Did not hit the rim, but the shot clock did not reset, but it's going to be Bronco ball anyway.
Yeah, that's where you want him to catch it at if you're Lisbon. You want him to catch it outside the lane, let him turn around, just get a chance to defend and make him take a tough shot, and it pays off there.
Jaden Bittner checks in along with Wyatt Webb for the Broncos. And Bittner going to bring it up across the Wildcat logo at midcourt. To the near side, Sweet. Broncos moving the ball around, kick it back out. Trying to get Kaczynski out high. It's tipped off the hands, and it'll be out of bounds off of Webb's hands. It'll go back to the Warbirds.
Yeah, you get him out of the paint. You just got to get a little better spacing so you can get it inside there.
And we saw that Caleb Olsen, the 6'4 senior for the Lisbon Broncos, wasn't afraid to pull the trigger on the 3-point shot.
No.
So you almost have to get out on him. And a nice penetration drive with Kaczynski right there for the cleanup, put back for 2.
Yeah, if you're Lisbon, you want to make sure whenever a shot goes up, you better find Kaczynski and put a body on him. And nobody there, and easy put back for him.
5-2, and Kaczynski with all 5 points and a steal underneath by the Warbirds. We're going to go back the other way by Baldwin. He'll bring it up. 3-point shot from beyond the college men's stripe. A little bit short. Again, 3-point attempt here, trying to draw Kaczynski outside on the defensive end. Now a lob pass down low to Olson. Spins, moves, a nice move there by Olson for 2. 5-4 now in favor of the Warbirds. We're early in the first. Actually halfway through the first, more than halfway. 3-point shot up, no good. Olson on the rebound. Ball on the floor, picked up underneath. Up and in for 2 and a bucket by Ebel for 2. So he's got 2 points.
Just not able to hang on to that rebound and ball bouncing around, and Warbirds come away with it.
Out to the near side, Wyatt Olson. There's a 3-point shot. That's short. Off the mark, Ebel on the board. He'll get it over to Baldwin. Back to Ebel. Under 2 to play. Penetration into the paint, off the glass, not quite good enough there underneath for Kackman on the penetration drive. Olson kicks it back now to the near side. 3-point shot out on the outside by Sweet, no good. And hustling for the ball, and I believe it's going to go off of the Broncos. It does. It'll be Warbird ball.
Good box out there by Ebel.
So Landon Buer checks in for the Warbirds. Somebody else came in too. Was it 23? Yep, 23 checked in was Matthias Kackman. So 2 Kackmans out there for
Pressure
the Warbirds.
paying off for the Broncos there.
And Kaczynski wipes it clean.
Just not able to take advantage of it.
So you played college ball up at UND, Brian, and I'm sure you're what, 6'5"?
6'5".
What are you?
I'm stretching to 6'3".
Are you?
Yeah, but I mean that's
You played like you were 6'5".
That's 6'3" in the program. I'm probably 6'2", 6'2 and a half, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I
So
play.
you
like,
faced a few 6'11" guys in your
play like I was.
college career.
Yeah, I played against some big guys. I had to play a couple different positions, and I had to guard some 6'8", 6'7".
God's country, Joe, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what he says.
Harvard of the North, man.
Yeah.
I played in this building a couple times when I was at Minot, that's for sure.
Yeah, Minot transferred over to UND.
Yep.
There's a nice block there by the Warbirds, and that was blocked by Baldwin. Warbirds with under a minute to play here, Coach. Might come away with the lead here at the end of the first.
Yeah, let's see if you can get a good one here.
Kaczynski way out high. Now he goes down low, and a shot over on the outside. And a rebound underneath there by Sweet. He'll get it up into the front court in a hurry here. Difference of about 9 seconds on the shot clock and game clock. And there's a little push out high there, and that's going to go against Buer. Landon Buer on the 5'7" sophomore. That'll be his first personal.
Landon a little too aggressive there on the drive.
Kaczynski going to get a little extra break here. He goes out with 37 seconds remaining, and coming back in for him is 6'2" Dylan Frankie.
America's play.
There it is,
Get
to
a
the
wide
corner.
open look in the corner, not able to take advantage of it.
Underneath on the weak side rebound, Kelson. As the shot clock is now turned off and pressure underneath and a push from behind, Matthias Kackman will get the foul.
We're going to see it again.
America's play. Describe America's play, Coach, for the people that don't understand
They're going
it.
to throw it into the corner. At least they did last time. Throw it in the corner. It goes back out top, and then the inbounder steps in and gets a screen to come to the corner and get an open jumper.
This time they went underneath there and found Wyatt Webb for 2.
Call it America's play because everybody in America runs it, except for the Lady Huskies.
All right. 7-6. You don't run that one.
No, we don't.
No. Lob pass down low, and it's knocked away there. And they're going to have to take a long shot here at the end of the half, and it's going to be no good. Some folks wanted a foul out there. They wanted a 3-point foul, but they're not going to get it. At the end of the first quarter, it's a 7-6 lead for the Lidgerwood Wyndmere Warbirds over the Lisbon Broncos. We'll be right back after this break right here.
County Line Foods, open 7 days a week in Lidgerwood. County Line Foods is a full-service grocery store with off-sale and a bakery. Want groceries delivered to your front door? No problem. County Line Foods offers local delivery on Wednesdays. Call 538-9837. Fresh fruits, vegetables, meats, and grocery items. County Line Foods, your small-town grocery store with big-town inventory. Open 7 days a week. Looking for reliable professionals to handle your building construction needs? Contact Smb Custom Homes in Wyndmere. You can depend on them to build your dream home the way you want it. Smb Custom Homes will take care of all construction aspects from design to delivery. Contact them to get your pre-engineered home delivered to your location. They can even attach a garage and additional rooms on site. Smb Custom Homes, 439-0045.
Welcome back to the Blickery Activity Center. Three Borders Sports Network. Joe Schreiner along with Brian Watson. Chad Affield on the camera. Brian's running the computer, producing the show today. Got a busy week next week on Three Borders Sports Network as well. Holy cow, we're busy.
Winding down the end of the EDC regular season. Playing games next weekend.
Heart of Lake, Section 6.
HOL over there. And just a lot going on here. We're getting down to crunch time.
Well, and it didn't help that we had so many rescheduled games, too, during the winter.
Yeah.
It was a busy winter here for
and who knows what's going to happen on Monday or Tuesday. We might have to try and find space for those two games.
Shot over there. Nice 15-footer from the side and a bucket over on the far side for Baldwin. For the 6'1 junior. Gets his name in the scorebook. Again, Kaczynski back in now for the Warbirds. Three-point shot out on top by Bittner is good.
Nice shot
Jaden
there.
Bittner for three.
Bittner just knocking it down.
His first bucket of the game, first three-pointer of the game for the Broncos, and coming away with it now. Bittner thought about it again, pulls up, goes into the paint, and a little hop-step Euro jump for two.
Wow, just right through the middle there, a little hop, skip, and able to finish. The pressure playing off for the Broncos. And they've got a couple turnovers, and this time they get an easy basket out. Not easy, but a quick basket out of it.
And just that quick, buddy, the Broncos take the lead here. They trailed by one here to end the first quarter. And now they're out to a 11-9 lead.
Yeah, when you get points out of your defense, it really helps. I mean, it makes that lead stretch in a hurry. And the Broncos doing a good job putting pressure on, and the Warbirds just not doing a very good job taking care of the ball against the press. Got to have a little bit of patience against it and take what they give you. And they're doing a good job. That last time I think they're in a zone press, there's been a time where they're man and they'll double team one of the guards up front and not guard the defender. Now they're going to go straight man here and guard everybody.
So they switch it up here. And
actually zone press, so a 1-2-2 and then go trap after.
Knocked away, and Warbirds continue to control. Long three-point shot. Rims out there on a shot attempt by Baldwin. Had a good look. Back come the Broncos. Bounce pass into the paint. Spin up. No good. And a rebound underneath by Frankie.
But again, Joe, the Broncos aren't trying to get a steal every time. They're trying to force the Warbirds into a quick shot, and that's what they got last time.
Out high is Ebel. Comes over to the near side to Baldwin. Kaczynski way out high to get the ball. Unlike Wabash Summit there, we saw Galbra almost touch the ball every time there, Coach. And so far, Kaczynski, there's a little travel there and a little jump by Baldwin.
Yeah, they're just using him a little bit differently. They have him out on the perimeter. They want to work some screen and roll, see if they can get him the ball that way instead of playing with his back to the basket.
So Caden Sweet, the 5'11 senior for the Broncos, brings it into the front court to the right side of the paint. He'll kick it out to the outside. Bittner. And Kaczynski picks it up, and he'll clear it out for the Warbirds. Ebel again with that double team coming to meet him at the half-court stripe. And loses control right into the hands of Caleb Olson. But then the Warbirds defensively come back with it. Yep. And we've got a whistle and a travel. Yep, he jumped a little bit too high there off his pivot foot. Eric Ebel turns it over on the travel.
Yeah, Broncos come with a little bit of run and jump in half court. You think you're just going to get man pressure, then you start to go towards that corner, then here they come.
Levi Kackman checks in along with Brian Quam, another freshman for Coach Hosford. Brian Quam, a 6'1 freshman. Raleigh Lipp will be joining us here for the next game, and there's a nice steal. And going to go down the other end, off the glass, just too hard. Expected the hammer on the putback. There was Levi Kackman. Didn't get it. I think he expected to be fouled, and he tried to go up a little bit too strong.
Well, Sweet doing a good job of running that down and not committing a foul, but still able to contest that shot in transition.
Is that America's play there?
That's pretty dang close. They didn't get a shot, but there it is.
And Kaczynski brings the ball down, and it's a quick steal there for the Broncos. All the way up, no good, and Kaczynski gets the rebound. Back the other way we go with Baldwin. Over to the other side, and now they get another travel.
Yeah,
so some unforced turnovers there.
Yeah, just trying to hurry.
Levi Kackman, the 5'11 sophomore.
Again, that press doing what it's supposed to do, speeding you up, getting you out of your comfort zone. Not always going to get a steal. A quick shot, turnover, get you extra possessions.
Sweet to the near side, Olsen. Some way out high. There's a three-point shot from the college men's mark. And a three-point shot by Sam Kelson. He's got 5 on the day coming off the bench. Or no, he started.
Let that one go with confidence. Knocked her down. They come with trap now, half court.
There it is inside to Kaczynski, and defense collapses on him, but there's a foul underneath. I believe that was going to be on Sam Kelson, who just got the bucket.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. You get trapping defense. You want to get the ball in the middle of the floor. The Warbirds have an advantage when you got 6'11 in there. You can just about throw it anywhere, and you should be able to catch it.
To the outside. Now the Warbirds lurk to the baseline. That was an interesting one. There's a three-point shot outside. That one's just off the mark again on the shot there by Baldwin.
It's good help defense there. Rotation down there, able to get that on that bounce pass.
I mentioned the Kelson name a few times. I got to give a quick shout out to Chris Kelson. He's an NDSCS IT guy here who set us up with some IT and some internet here. Appreciate that, Chris Kelson. Don't know if he's any relation to Sam or Spencer, but same last name.
Well, we certainly couldn't get out to the rest of the world without Chris Kelson, that's for sure.
There you go. Warbirds trail by 5. They get it into Kaczynski now. He's got 5 points. Kicks it out to the corner. Tyler Brandt. Back to Kaczynski. Boy, they collapse on him in a hurry, too.
Yeah, they do. They do a good job of digging there.
With 9 seconds left on the shot clock, a drill for 3 for Baldwin.
Yeah, just good ball movement. Get it on the other side and a nice little wide open look.
The Warbirds needed that one, Coach. They were down by 5 and now trail by 2.
Now you need to get a stop here.
Penetration drive, kicks it out to Olsen, 15-footer, and off the mark, and it's tipped out of bounds there off the hands of Sam Kelson. 3:05 remaining here in the first half.
So you got your stop that you needed. Now you got to be able to handle a little bit of pressure. They're going back man pressure where they double team one of the guards. Broncos do a good job of mixing up their presses. So a different look almost every time. Then they'll come a little half court here now. And you got to watch them getting into a trap once they start to go by.
Nice pass over to the other side, getting a little behind the bucket there, trying to lay it up there underneath was Matthias Kackman.
Well, contact there, let it play.
They let it go. And wide open down underneath, and coming in to block that one in midair. Nice block underneath there by Matthias Kackman, the 6'2 junior.
Yeah, good recovery, never quit on the play, and able to get there and get that block. It's a good look ahead by Sweet, too.
Lob pass down in, but Kackman tries to save it, and it goes right into the hands of the Broncos. 14-12, low-scoring first half here. Shot is up and good for 3. Basket by Wyatt Olsen.
And get out there and get a hand up on him now. Broncos go straight man to man and get a turnover.
Another turnover here by the Warbirds in the first half, and it's a 5-point lead. Olsen to the paint. Bounce pass over to Webb. Back to Olsen. Reverse layup for 2.
Yeah.
Nice move by the big guy.
Good heads-up move there. You got the big guy. He's looking to block that on the left side, and we'll take it over the right side for the reverse.
Sweet. A little bit too much body contact there as he tried to go for the ball. As dribbling it up was Brian Quam. So that'll be Sweet's first personal foul. Not a lot of fouls called in the first game either, guys, and this game has only got 5 so far. That pass was intercepted nicely underneath there by Rodney Olsen, but coming back with it now is the Warbirds. Oh, again, just unforced error there. Out of the hands of Matthias Kackman.
Yeah, Warbirds just a little bit out of their comfort zone there, and just need to turn it down just a notch and just take care of the ball and be patient.
Levi Kackman checks in for the Warbirds, along with Bittner for the Broncos. as we approach the minute and a half mark. Raleigh Lipp will be joining us here for game 3 and 4. Down underneath, Sweet, and the shot is blocked, but they're going to say too much arm. Might go against Matthias Kackman.
Two of them down there.
See what they say. Nope, Ebel was foul, committed the foul. So for behind, so it'll be 2 shots for Sweet. Off the right side, no good. So Sweet's first attempt to put his name in the scorebook here, looking for his second free throw, is good. So he's got 1 point on the day. And it's an 8-point lead here.
Broncos keep the pressure. I like it, man. They change their press every time inbound.
And there's another committed turnover.
It's a different look every time.
Levi Kackman's Aaron throw, looking for a teammate up ahead. Chasing that one all the way down past the batting cages. Went all the way to the east wall. Good hustle there by Ebel.
Yeah, a lot of space behind these baskets here. That ball gets rolling, goes ways.
I know we talked about it in the girls' Bonanza too, Coach. There's 3 stripes on the floor for the 3-point mark. There's the high school, then the red line is the college women's, and the black line is the college men's. And a shot there and a 3-point shot is off the mark. And underneath on the putback for the Broncos was Webb.
You get some of these players, they just want to shoot it from behind that college line. They just want to make one from back there.
And you and I talked about it. Does that screw a player up? Are they aware there's 3 lines out there? I mean,
well, I mean, I think they're aware of it sometimes, but I think you just have to stay within your game and where you should be shooting from. But there's certainly, players that can shoot from well behind the line in the high school game. The line's just not there.
Right.
So I don't think it comes into that big a play. Sometimes players might get a little bit out of their range.
And there's a nice move by Olsen, drawing the foul on Kaczynski. Slaps his hands, knew he shouldn't have left his feet. So Kaczynski picks up his first personal foul here with 15.9 seconds remaining as Olsen goes to the line. Olsen's first free throw attempt off the mark. So the Broncos so far today, 1 for 3 from the stripe. Now 2 for 4. 9-point lead. Warbirds. Coach Hosford looking for a score here as they approach halftime. There's a steal by Bittner. He's going to go up. Not what you want to see if you're a Warbird fan on Bittner's 2-point bucket. And that's going to be the end of the first half. So Bittner with a nice steal there on the pressure. Again, Coach, you talked about that pressure. Bittner with a nice steal and putback for 2.
Yeah, Warburg's just got to be able to handle this full court pressure that the Broncos are bringing. And you just got to recognize what it is and what they're in, and then get your press breaker going and just not try and go too fast or try and do too much as one player, and see if you can get some layups on the other end.
All right, there's your first half here as the Lisbon Broncos are ahead of the Lidgerwood Wyndmere Warbirds. It's 23-12 on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have our OSPTI Wilkin Drink and Eatery halftime show coming in next here right on.
OSPTI has been the therapy clinic of choice for over 15 years here in the southern Red River Valley. At OSPTI, they strive to have the most up-to-date treatment options available with their hands-on method to decrease your symptoms and ensure quality care. Their motto at OSPTI, we strive to meet your goals. Locally owned on 5th Street North in Breckenridge. OSPTI.
Barney Pub and Eatery is a local favorite among families looking for a fun, relaxing place to enjoy a night out. Offering nightly specials, the menu also has tasty eats, and it's hard to pick a favorite. From high-quality, locally sourced meat to appetizers, chicken, and so much more. When you're traveling along Highway 13, swing into the Barney Pub and Eatery. Follow them on Facebook to see all of their nightly specials. Since 1941, Minn Kota Ag Products has been helping farmers with their agricultural needs. The farming industry has expanded at great lengths, and Minn Kota Ag Products is there to provide farmers with their entire chemical, fertilizer, seed, and grain elevator needs. They also offer deep band tillage, chemical application, and fertilizer application, just to name a few. For market access at your fingertips and information essential to your farm operation, download the Minn Kota Ag Products app. Minn Kota Ag Products, proud to be a partner in your farm operation since 1941.
M&S Seed, saluting farmers from this generation to the next. We tip our hats to all the hardworking folks who are the greatest stewards of our land, working tirelessly to put food on our tables. We thank you. M&S Seed, your local Pioneer seed dealer in Wyndmere and Barney, is ready to discuss your 2022 planting needs.
With innovation and hard work, Task Manufacturing in Wyndmere has grown from one man's passion to a staff of 10 that can handle any type of manufacturing task. Task Manufacturing has the ability to design and create any rare metal fabrication, machining, and fixturing products your business could need. Manufacturing is their specialty. If you have a tough task, Task Manufacturing can handle it. Check them out online, taskmanufacturing.com. Wyndmere Auto, not just your auto parts service and repair shop, but your locally owned hardware store with a variety of seasonal items, garden items, pellet grills, a full line of sprayer parts, and so much more. Wyndmere Auto is also your Alto's mower parts and accessories dealer. New items are added daily. Check them out online at wyndmereauto.com.
When you have electrical problems, it's not only frustrating, it can also be very dangerous. So when you have problems with your heating, air conditioning, or any other electrical issue in your home or business, call Paul's Electric in Wyndmere. Paul's Electric, proud to support area high school athletics. Call 439-2216.
County Line Foods, open 7 days a week in Lidgerwood. County Line Foods is a full-service grocery store with off-sale and a bakery. Want groceries delivered to your front door? No problem. County Line Foods offers local delivery on Wednesdays. Call 538-9837. Fresh fruits, vegetables, meats, and grocery items. County Line Foods, your small-town grocery store with big-town inventory. Open 7 days a week. Whether you're looking for heating and cooling, ventilation, or electrical work, Crossroads Electric is here for you. Your satisfaction is their priority. Crossroads Electric is committed to providing solutions for every customer. They know that each customer is different, which is why all of their services can be easily customized. Crossroads Electric, serving residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural projects. Call them today, 701-427-4328. Looking for reliable professionals to handle your building construction needs? Contact Smb Custom Homes in Wyndmere. You can depend on them to build your dream home the way you want it. Smb Custom Homes will take care of all construction aspects, from design to delivery. Contact them to get your pre-engineered home delivered to your location. They can even attach a garage and additional rooms on site. Smb Custom Homes, 439-0045. When you dine at the Wilkin Drink and Eatery, you're among friends. So relax and enjoy everything from sizzling sirloins, mouth-watering seafood, vibrant salads, and crowd-pleasing desserts. The Wilkin also serves the best pizza in town. Dine in or carry out after 5. The Wilkin Drink and Eatery, gracing Minnesota Avenue since 1897.
That's a catchy tune.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't write it.
You found it. Welcome back to Three Borders Sports Network, everybody. You're watching game number 2 on the day here between the Lidgerwood Warbird.
It's a tongue twister because
Wyndmere Warbirds.
Because we're used to saying it the other way.
I know, we're used to saying Wyndmere Lidgerwood, but in basketball they changed it to Lidgerwood. See, I can't even do it there. Lidgerwood Wyndmere Warbirds and the Lisbon Broncos. And right now at halftime, the Lidgerwood Wyndmere Warbirds trail the Lisbon Broncos 23-12. I figured it out.
There you go.
Welcome back, everybody, to the OSPTI halftime show. For all your sports-related injuries, contact the professionals at OSPTI with Chad, locations in Hankinson, Fergus Falls,
and Breckenridge.
And then also the Wilkin Drink and Eatery. They bring you the halftime show here. They are in beautiful downtown Breckenridge,
Minnesota Avenue.
On Minnesota Avenue, man. Good food, good eats, good times, and pretty good beverage here and there.
Yep.
Brian, what's your favorite food over
You
there?
guys are making me hungry right now.
I can just guess. It's chicken white chili.
White chicken chili is fantastic. Yeah, I
Chad?
love it.
What's yours?
I'd say the white chili, too.
You like that, too,
Yeah.
huh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's
I like
good
the
stuff.
drummies, but they got a good prime rib over there,
Everything's
too.
good at the Wilkin Joe.
Everything is good over there. So just stop by and see the folks over at OSPTI and then go over to the Wilkin Drink and Eatery and have a little bite to eat afterwards. All right, we're at halftime here, 23-12 in favor of the Lisbon Broncos. Let's take a look at the scoring here on the scoreboard first for the visitors on the scoreboard. The Lisbon Broncos, 7 points for Jaden Bittner coming off the bench. He had 1 3-point field goal, 1 for Caden Sweet, 3-point field goal for Wyatt Olson. He's got 3, 2 for Wyatt Webb, 5 for Sam Kelson, and 5 for Caleb Olson. So the Broncos, Brian, spreading it out here, and the sophomore, Jaden Bittner, coming off the bench with 7.
Yeah, it helps when you get scoring from multiple players. It just makes it easy. It means that your offense is flowing. But the other thing too, they're getting points off of the press. They're getting points out of their defense. Those guards up front are giving good pressure. They're doing a good job of mixing up their press. They're changing it on every single inbound. So keeping the Warbirds guessing of what they're going to be in. And sometimes it's zone, sometimes it's man, sometimes they double team, sometimes they guard the inbounder, sometimes they don't. And then once you break it, they'll kind of come at you once you cross the timeline and try and get a trap out of it too as well.
All right, so let's take a look at the scoring for the home team on the scoreboard. The Lidgerwood Wyndmere Warbirds, again, just 3 guys in the scoring column here for the Warbirds, Brian. Eric Ebel finishes with 2, Adam Baldwin with 5, and 5 points for the 6'11 junior, Briar Kuczynski. He had the first 5 points for the Warbirds and hasn't scored since, so they shut down Kuczynski as well.
Yeah, they're doing it. The press is keeping the ball out of Kuczynski's hands. The Warbirds are having a tough time getting it across the timeline. And if they could just settle down and break this press, I think they can get the ball into Kuczynski a little bit more, give him a chance to work down there in the block, get their screen and roll going, those type of things. But really, it's going to have to start with how they can handle the pressure that the Broncos are bringing here.
All right, Chad, your thoughts on first half?
Yeah, it was the press. It was Lisbon's press that really kind of
Set the tone.
set the tone. Lidgerwood Wyndmere, Joe. See, now you got me doing it. Lidgerwood Wyndmere was really having trouble with that press because, like I said, Coach was Lisbon was they were changing up their press every time too. It was a different look all the time, so you get used to one thing, and also they change it every time, and then you'd have to try to do something different. It was just throwing them off.
Yeah, it's been an interesting half here. Again, the Warbirds led at the end of the first quarter, but then in the second quarter, the Broncos outscoring the Warbirds 17-5 in quarter number 2. So just tale of 2 quarters.
Yeah, we thought we were going to be in for a tight one, and then the Broncos got their press going, stretched it out. Now, let's see if the Warbirds can do, what Hankinson did in the first game. They were down at half, and then able to kind of come out and start the second half, cut in that lead, got it to 2. And then, unfortunately for them, the Waubay kind of stretched that lead out in the fourth quarter. But let's see if the Warbirds can work their way back in here early in the second half.
We're going to see a couple of other teams here later on here in our games and coverage here of the NDSCS boys Bonanza here today. We got Kindred and Central Cass coming up in games 4 and 5. But right now in the Class B poll, 4 Winds Minnewacan ranked 1. Central Cass, we'll see them in game number 5. They're ranked 2. And Kindred ranked number 4. They'll play game 4. So
yeah, Kindred and Central Cass, always two powerhouses in Class B out of Region 1. So going to get a treat here later.
Tri-State Tigers will hand their hands full with the number 2 ranked Central Cass.
Yeah, they will.
Swirls. Game number 3 coming up next will be between Sargent County Bulldogs and the Richland Colts. Coming up after the completion of this game, we'll take a short break between games as well. Sweet almost loses control of it. They'll get it off over to the other side to Olson. Puts it up and in for 2.
So Broncos picking up where they left off, get a basket, turn the pressure on, and let's see if the Warbirds can handle it. Do a good job there. Now they got to settle down in their offense and see if you can get a good look. And they turn it over.
Turn it over again. Coach Hosford not happy with the turnovers, I'm sure.
It just makes it tough, Joe. If you're not going to get shot attempts, you're going to have those empty possessions. It just makes it tough to cut into the lead.
And what do you do to try and break out of that slump there, Coach, when you get all those empty possessions as a 17-footer there by Sweet falls a little short? And trying to keep it in bounds was Olson underneath, but it goes out of bounds.
I mean, you try and run something that you're really comfortable with, something that can get you a good shot early in your offense, or you try and turn up the defensive pressure and see if you can get some points out of your defense.
Good kick back over to Kaczynski. He'll hold it up for the offense now, and controlled out high by Levi Kackman. He'll get it over now to Ebel. Back to Kackman. That's Levi. Out high to Baldwin. Back to Kackman. Kaczynski back to Kackman. Right now, not a lot of movement, as you can see here, by the Warbirds.
Yeah,
now they got the movement.
They're a good cut there.
Cut to the bucket, and it's slapped out of bounds. It'll be Warbird ball with just 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
They had a chance to isolate Kaczynski there on the block, and it looked like he wanted to go out there and set the screen, get the screen and roll going.
See what they can do here with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Shot way out from beyond the three-point arc and controlled underneath there by the Broncos, and they'll pull it away. And there's still underneath, up for 2 and missed that shot. He'll get his own putback, and he got his own rebound again underneath by Levi Kackman. Get an easy bucket there, not able to convert.
Yeah, just a lid on that thing for the Warbirds. And there they take it off there with a nice little cut and finish.
Baldwin finishes with 2 as we approach the 6-minute mark here of the third quarter. Sweet to the baseline, jumper, short, and a rebound underneath there by Ebel.
So no pressure there after the miss.
It's an 11-point lead for the Broncos over the Warbirds. Bounce pass out high to Frankie. Near side Ebel.
Screen and roll now, there it is.
Couldn't quite get it again. Just a little bit too high for Kaczynski to handle. He tipped it right into the hands of the Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you know, like I said, he's 6'11", so it's hard to throw it over him. But you can get a little more dribble there and just a little pocket pass and get it to him as well.
Sweet for 3. Good. Caden Sweet, his first field goal is a 3-pointer. He's got 4 on the day. Pushing it up. Or the Warbirds, they're going to get it over to the wing now. Out of the near side wing, excuse me, by Baldwin. Looks for Kaczynski going in, and he tried to put that one and flush that one, but just off the mark, it fell out of his hand.
Yeah, he had it there. Go up with 2 and put that thing home.
It was a 3-point shot, no good, and a rebound underneath by Olson.
But that's certainly there. That play is there. The help was there, and they just kind of went out of the way, and he had a chance to finish and just slipped out of his hands there at the last second.
Yeah, he wanted to slam that one home, and it just went out of his hand as he was going up for the dunk. 3-point shot out top, rolls around. Kaczynski on the board on the 3-point miss there by Kelson. He has one earlier in the game. Got a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well on the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard. 4:17 remains in the third quarter. 14-point lead for the Broncos. Back after this.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
Right after school, I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take a step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
I'm the first kid in my family to have graduated from college. And then at NDSCS, they told me, hey, look, you can get credits for this, you can go further. So I start to see like my horizon broaden up. I'm going to be pretty unstoppable. My name is Julie, and I'm here for my future.
All right, we're back here at the Blick Reactivity Center. Down to Kaczynski, turnaround jumper. Nice soft touch by the big guy for 2. His first bucket of the second half.
I'd try and get him the ball as much as I can the rest of the way here.
Coach Hosford called that timeout, and he got success after that timeout on the offensive end. Three-point shot way outside there in the corner by Wyatt Olson for three. His second three-point field goal of the day.
Yeah, you got to turn the defense, too. You can't keep giving away 3 for 2.
And an errant pass there over on the other side there as Brian Quam thought that Ebel was going to be going forward, and Ebel.
There's many times as a coach where I say make the easy pass, and you got somebody right behind you right there. Just make that pass there, and then he can reverse it to the other side.
Or she.
Or she.
Three-point shot out by Bittner. No good, off the mark, but a long rebound goes into the hands of Wyatt Olson. Out on top, Wyatt Olson. Over to Sweet for another three. Got that one, too.
Yeah, he's feeling it now.
Caden Sweet, two of them from the same mark. He's got 7 on the day. Both field goals in the second half are three-pointers for him. And a free throw in the first half. Bounce pass to the corner. Then they look for Kaczynski. Off the left foot. No good. Just rolled off the front iron. Battled for his own rebound, but the Broncos get the possession back. Bittner tipped away there nicely on the far side by Baldwin. Go off his hands. Bittner, a 5'7" sophomore, good-looking ball player too, Coach. He handles the ball well for a sophomore. Goes to the left side, into the paint. Soft floater.
Bittner and Sweet are no joke, man.
Kaczynski on the board. 18-point lead now as Warbird's looking to cut with a three-point shot off the mark. And it goes right into the hands of Bittner. He gets double-teamed in the backcourt, gets it up ahead to Sweet. Sweet to the free throw line, kicks. Three-point shot off the mark, underneath for the rebound. Put back is Wyatt Webb for 2.
Now you get a little bit of pressure out of the Warbirds. You get a quick shot, which is what you want. They miss, but you've got to get the rebound. You can't give them that second chance.
Just so quick here. There's a 20-point lead now for the Broncos on the foul committed underneath there by Wyatt Webb.
First foul of the second half.
Very first foul of the second half, isn't it, too, Chad? Yeah, good call. So Frankie picks up his first personal foul. Nobody in foul trouble here. There has not been a lot of fouls called in either game. First game or this game. Quam way out high between the circles. Gives it over to Baldwin. Quam gets it back. They're looking for Kaczynski, but they collapse on him underneath, and it's tipped away there. It'll stay with the Warbirds with 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Checking in for the Broncos is Kelson. That's Spencer Kelson.
And they just keep the pressure coming all day long.
Lob pass to Kaczynski over Spencer Kelson. Kaczynski gets double teamed. He looks underneath and knocked away. Shot clock expires. I do not believe. Well,
they let him play on there. I just thought it was still in his hands when it went off.
Chad, you think so too?
I thought so too.
Yep, we all three did. Into the paint. Shot up a little bit too strong there by Webb. He'll stay with the Broncos over in the corner. Checking in now for the Broncos is going to be Keegan Schultz, 5'9" senior for the Broncos, getting his first action of the day. As Bittner going to inbound in the corner. As that's picked off there, and they get it up ahead to Quam, puts up the shot, gets the roll, and the 2. Brian Quam for 2.
You'll take those quick transition baskets for sure. You got to turn it up on defense a little bit.
We approach 1 minute to play here, and there's another almost taken away there by the Warbirds on the tip there by Quam. To the baseline, Bittner, reverse layup, no good. Kaczynski clears off the glass. There's another tip pass by Bittner, and he'll control. He's going to go the other way up against the 6'11" Kaczynski, and Kaczynski, he gets around Kaczynski, but Kaczynski still got the block shot.
Yeah, if you can't get into his body, it's going to be tough with those long arms.
That one's shot no good, and we're going to go back the other way. Under a minute to play. About a 4-second differential between now. The shot clock is turned off as the Warbirds get the ball back. Less than 30 seconds to play. Baldwin, Kaczynski, near side Brandt, back to Kaczynski. Just inside the arc, shot up off the right side, and here comes Bittner. Coach Do you want that last shot again?
Well, I mean,
even when you're trailing that much?
Well, I mean, at this point, you need buckets. So,
and there's a 2-point shot by Spencer Kelson.
Yeah, and you still give it up, but
yep. I
just want a good look down there. And again, sometimes when depending on what the score is, you're working on your game too. I mean, you're working for the future.
On the Farmers Union Insurance scoreboard, it's 38-18 as we go to quarter number 4. The Broncos lead the Warbirds back after this.
The Barney Pub and Eatery is a local favorite among families looking for a fun, relaxing place to enjoy a night out. Offering nightly specials, the menu also has tasty eats, and it's hard to pick a favorite. From high-quality, locally sourced meat to appetizers, chicken, and so much more. When you're traveling along Highway 13, swing into the Barney Pub and Eatery. Follow them on Facebook to see all of their nightly specials. With innovation and hard work, Task Manufacturing in Wyndmere has grown from one man's passion to a staff of 10 that can handle any type of manufacturing task. Task Manufacturing has the ability to design and create any rare metal fabrication, machining, and fixturing products your business could need. Manufacturing is their specialty. If you have a tough task, Task Manufacturing can handle it. Check them out online, taskmanufacturing.com.
All right, welcome back to the Blickery Activity Center here. We're going to quarter number 4. The Broncos lead the Warbirds 38-18. See Joel Kaczynski and Jeff Lemna sitting over there.
Is there anybody you don't know?
The way. I just waved at him, that's all. Sorry.
I mean, you know everybody.
Well, Chad knows everybody. Chad, he's Mr. Wappin and Breckenridge. You saw the article in the paper on him.
Yeah, he's famous. He's Wap Breck famous.
He is. Yeah. Little drive and penetration, but a reach foul, and we're going to get that one brought back, and it looks like that's going to be a reach there on Caleb Olson. Oh, nope. It was on Sam Kelson. Read the referee's numbers wrong. It was 34, not 44. Bounce pass into the Warbirds. Little jumper from the baseline, rolls around. Warbirds couldn't get one on that one, and Caleb Olson clears. Shot goes up awkwardly there underneath by Rodney Olson.
Yeah, Olson a little bit off balance there. Thought he was going to get a little contact.
Shot from the wing for 3, and we got a shot after the foul. Are we going to get a 3-point foul shot? We are,
shooting 3, Joe.
And those are the ones that you don't want to give up.
Especially when you're trailing that far, too.
Just a little over-aggressive. You're already there. You defended it nicely. He missed the shot, and now you're going to give him the chance to get the 3 anyway.
So going to the line for the Broncos is going to be Wyatt Olson. First free throw is good. He's got 7 on the day. He's got a couple of 3-point field goals. That foul goes against Brian Quam. That's his first. It's Warbirds' first team foul here in the second half. As a second free throw is good by Olson. And again, a 3-point shot here. Not very often you see it, but it does happen.
As a coach, you don't like to see it unless it's your team.
Especially after the shot.
Oh, yeah.
Which that one was. Penetration drive, and again, no foul call there on the miss by Matthias Kackman. Letting him play. Kelson puts it up. He'll go to the line for 2. So on the line is Sam Kelson. He had 5 points in the first half. 1 was a 3-point field goal. So Matthias Kackman picks up the foul. I believe that's his second personal. Sam Kelson at the line gets his first. Six for 8 from the line today for the Broncos. Sam a little bit short on that one. I do. I don't know why
to do that, don't you?
Why the heck I do that? Sorry, Sam. And a weak side rebound underneath there by Brandt. Clears it up ahead.
He does it for both teams, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't
like he's picking on
yeah. I did it the other night against Central, too. Caden Hockert, he shoots 78% from the line. He's missing free throws like crazy.
Sweet puts that one in. Caden, one of the best free throw shooters in the EDC.
Yeah, he is.
You did well on Thursday night.
Yeah, you did good play-by-play.
Yes. I tell you what, I give Joe all the credit, that's for sure. I tell you that. It's a tough gig.
That last possession change over there. It happened right in front of Coach Hosford, and I looked at him, and he's just shaking his head because he wanted the foul called there, and there was no foul underneath. Now there's one underneath.
Got 6 minutes to go in this thing. You just got to stay with it if you're the Warbirds. Like I said, there's lots of things that you can work on. You can use it as a practice. You can keep trying to clip into this lead, but you know, you're a young team that's going to get better, and now's the time to work on certain things that you can.
So Landon Bury at the line, 5'7" sophomore, misses his first. Second one's up. Got that one right through the bottom.
Reverse tanks, Joe. That a boy.
Yeah. Only 2 seniors on this Warbird team.
Coach Hosford got a future coming up. To the baseline, spins back to the paint, into the paint, kicks it out to the outside now. Landon Adair in. He's a freshman for the Broncos, and it's going to go the other way. 6 minutes to go.
As opposed to Lisbon, who has 6 seniors.
You know, looking at Region 1 here, B-Dub, Chad, Kindred and Central Cass, both at 8-1. They're ranked 2 and 4 respectively. Mm-hmm. But also in Region 1, 9-0
Enderlin?
is Enderlin. Yeah. And they're ranked 5. So Region 1 with 3 of the top 5 in Class B North Dakota ball.
Enderlin's got those 2 kids, one going to Colorado and one going to Northwestern.
That's right. That is correct. Oh, Bittner with a Euro. Puts it up, no good. And a long rebound comes out to Buer.
Yeah, Region 1 having a history of being a tough region, and certainly we need three of the top 5 in there. It's going to be an interesting postseason and playoffs.
Nice pass down inside to Buer. He gets a bucket.
Region 1 is here this year too, Joe, down here.
It is, yes.
Center, boys side.
Be some fun games down here toward the end, I'm sure, in a packed house as Class B travels well. A nice crowd down below us here.
Yeah, both sides starting
by Bittner.
Fill in a little bit.
So that means Bittner's going to go to the line, and that foul is going to go against Matthias Kackman. That'll be his 3rd personal. Free throw by Bittner is good. Bittner with his 8th point, his first point of the second half. As Kaczynski checks back in here with 5:03 to go for the Warbirds. Bittner at the line. Shot rims out. Kaczynski easily clears that one. He'll get it over the near side to Tyler Brandt. So Brandt brings it across, a little behind the back dribble. Gets it over the other side to Buer. Looks for Kaczynski cutting to the bucket, but again, good defensive pressure by the Lobos, Brian.
Yeah, they just can't make that pass on the roll. Spacing's not very good. You're trying to go over the top. Sometimes you got to get a little better angle and use a pocket pass.
Kaczynski reaches over the top, and there'll be a foul on the 6'11 junior.
Yeah, they're going to get him for the push there. Good box out by the Broncos.
23-point lead here for the Broncos as we approach 4.5. Raleigh Lipp will be joining us here for games 3 and 4. And a 3-point shot from the outside, no good, but a good position underneath on the rebound putback by Wyatt Webb. Misses it on the putback, but the Warbirds bring it back out. Brandt finds an open underneath, partially maybe deflected underneath there by Adair. Couldn't tell if it was deflected or if it was just off the mark. Bittner to the left side, up with the roll and not through the bucket, and a rebound by Kaczynski. And we're just going back and forth now like an NBA All-Star game, and the bucket is good there by Matthias Kackman for his first field goal of the game. He'll go to the line for the and one.
Yeah, just going up and down now.
Speaking of that, isn't the NBA All-Star game? Is that tonight?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night. I can't say that I watch a lot of NBA basketball anymore.
No, I don't have a lot of time for it either right now. We're busy here, but I do know it's this weekend. Keegan Schultz checks in for the Broncos, and also checking in for the Broncos is Coulter Fuss, 5'11 senior. So at the line for the Warbirds is Matthias Kackman for the and one. Misses that. Warbirds Kaczynski kicks it out for a three-point shot. Is good for Buer. So he's got all 5 of his points here in the second half. We're under 4 to play.
Nice looking shot there, a little inside out.
Dribbles to the free throw line. Now they kick it back outside to Keegan Schultz. And there's a steal from behind. Going the other way is Matthias Kackman. Stops, jumps, puts it up, and they're going to say it's a charge. I think that was the right call, Coach. Nobody's arguing with that one.
A little close to a travel there, but you
could have been.
Just take your pick there on that one, Joe.
Yeah. I believe that's his fourth personal. It is. With 3:25 to go, Matthias Kackman picks up the charge foul, and that's his fourth personal. Team fifth here. We haven't seen too many one-on-one. We haven't seen too many bonus free throws today. Like I said,
no, not a lot of fouls called in either game. The first two games here.
There's an unforced error for the Warbirds as the Broncos throw it out of bounds by Bittner.
I keep things on schedule that way, Joe.
Chad, you're usually sitting over on the scoreboard side over there, keeping track of the stats.
Yep.
You'll be busy doing that during Region 1 tournament, I
Region
suppose.
1 and Science School's playing next weekend, too. So
You do that as well.
I do that as well.
They had him there on the pass, just not able to get in. Defended well by the Broncos.
Beer travels.
Tried to go with that pocket pass and defended nicely.
Ross Agner over on the PA. Barb Mund on a book. Art Gracco on the clock. Jim Weichel on the shot clock. That's a usual lineup over there for the Huskies, too, as well.
Got the full
Except
crew
Ross.
down there, sitting in the comfy chairs.
Yep.
There's a good steal there, and going the other way is Kackman. Levi puts it up and in for two. His first bucket of the game comes in the second half.
Yeah, just keep playing till the end. You don't quit on it.
44-28, 2.5 remains. Yeah, with the exception of Ross over there, it's a lot of Huskies working the bench over there, scorer's table, I should say. Spin move, a little kick, jumper from the baseline, short, falls right into the hands of Matthias Kackman.
Warbirds got to be in a hurry here.
Yeah, we got a whistle and a timeout here by Coach Hosford. He wants just to make a substitution, I think, or did he take a timeout?
He wanted to sub.
Yep. 2:09 go. He wants to get some players in.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Tate Jurdy. He checked in. I believe also Jack Manstrom, 5'9" junior, checks in for the Warbirds. And also for the Broncos is Easton Bergerman. He's guarding Warbirds outside right now. He's guarding Manstrom. Kaczynski is now out. Hosford pulls the big guy out for the rest of the game here. Under 2 minutes to play. Penetration drive on the right-handed drive there by Manstrom. No good. Broncos go the other way. Bittner into the paint. Little hop step jump. Just couldn't get it to fall. It goes right back into the hands of Fuss.
Yeah, Bittner's going to be a nice player. Just a sophomore.
Yep.
Able to slice in there. Couldn't finish that one, but he's got a nice game.
Way out high is Buer. Kicks it over to Kackman, and he's going to penetrate, and he'll draw the block foul. He'll go to the line for 2. So Matthias Kackman aggressively going to the bucket with 4 fouls. Got lucky, and that foul is going to go against Spencer Kelson, I believe.
Yeah, Kelson was in the circle there, calling for the block.
Matthias Kackman's first free throw is no good. Okay, I'm going to see if I can reverse it. He's 0 for 2 from the line today. See if we can reverse this.
Let's see what happens. Let's see if that works.
The 6'2 junior puts the pressure on the announcer. See? It worked. Just got to learn when to do it.
Oh, there we go.
44-29, 15-point lead as we approach the 1 minute mark. Again, coming up next here is going to be the Sargent County Bulldogs and the Richland Colts. Right here on Three Borders Sports Network. That one's tipped away there by Jurdy, but it'll stay with the Broncos at midcourt. 55.7 seconds remains, 19 on the shot clock. We'll come back for a quick post-game show here brought to you by NDSCS and Red River Grain. Then we'll have Game 3 coming up next. There's a good cut to the bucket for 2 by Fuss in the second half. Difference of about 6 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock here. The Warbirds moving the ball around. Buer on the near wing. Out high to Brian Quam for 3. And there's a jump ball underneath. And it's going to be possession arrow to the Broncos, and the shot clock is turned off with 22.3 seconds remaining.
One more possession here.
We're going to lose you here, Coach, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to try and make it up to Moorhead. And
hopefully number 24 has a good game for you today.
Take in Georgie's game, see if they can extend their season.
Here come the Warbirds on the steal. Kackman to the bucket. Tried to go underneath. He'll draw the foul. He'll go to the line for 2. Little Ethan Gilbert, 6'4" sophomore for the Broncos, checked into the game. I think that, no? Yeah, it was that foul on him. He looks taller than 6'4".
Yeah, he does. I mean, we talk about Kaczynski with the size, but he looks like he's 6'6" from up here. Maybe it's the long shorts, I think.
Could be.
No?
All right, Kackman 1 for 4. That didn't help. Sorry, bud.
You tried, Joe.
Yeah, you tried, Joe.
Shot from the side, no good. And that'll be it. And game number 2 of the day, your final score, Lisbon Broncos 46, the Warbirds 29. We'll be right back with our post-game show right after this.
It feels like you're at a bigger university. Right now I won't have any debt, and I might even gain a little extra money through scholarships. There's so many job opportunities. My name is Emily, and I'm here for my future.
I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, drying, cleaning, and marketing your grain to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain has been saving farmers for years, rewarding them with reasonable prices on purchases and fair deals when they sell. Talk to Kelly or Brad about the many services they offer. Red River Grain in Breckenridge. Call 643-3738.
Welcome back to the Blickery Activity Center. Here, the home of the NDSCS Wildcats, and they are our post-game sponsor here as well. NDSCS founded in 1903. They're the second oldest public two-year college in the country. And Red River Grain, our post-game sponsor, serving farmers in the Red River Valley for many, many years. Brian, our final score, 46 for the Broncos, 29 for the Warbirds. Warbirds kept it close in the first quarter, B-Dub. Just couldn't quite keep up with them in the second half and the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Warbirds got off to a good start, kept it close. I think that's what they wanted to try and do. But then the Broncos brought the pressure, and Warbirds just not able to handle it. There's too many turnovers, too many empty possessions. Broncos getting easy buckets off of their defense. And you had Sweet and Bittner doing a good job knocking down some three-pointers on the outside. And just a tough assignment for the Warbirds here against the Broncos.
Just an interesting stat here, just for myself, as I'm unofficial on my scoring here, but I don't have anybody in double figures for either team. They both spread out the scoring. First for the Lidgerwood Wyndmere Warbirds, 2 points for Ebel, 2 points for Levi Kackman, 7 for Adam Baldwin, 6 for Buer, 2 for Quam, 3 for Kackman, that's Matthias, and 7 for Kaczynski. Kaczynski had the first 5 points and had 2 in the second half here for the
they
Warbirds.
just did a good job on them. But again, with all the pressure that was up front, Warbirds weren't really able to be able to attack in half court. They couldn't get it across the timeline in order to take advantage of Kaczynski's size.
And then looking at the Broncos scoring, 2 points for Rodney Olson, 8 points for Jaden Bittner coming off the bench, 8 points for Caden Sweet. Those two guys led the Broncos in scoring with 8 each. Caden Sweet had 2 3-point field goals. 5 for Wyatt Olson, 4 for Wyatt Webb, 2 for Coulter Fuss, 6 for Sam Kelson, 2 for Spencer Kelson, 5 for Caleb Olson. Spreading out the scoring, Chad, for the Broncos. They did well. Nobody in double figures, Chad, but again, they spread out the scoring well.
They spread out the scoring. They put that press on. I mean, it was just a overall good effort by Lisbon.
Lisbon had a nice game here. They moved to 9-10 overall. The Warbirds fall to 2-16. B-Dub, you're going to leave us.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get out of here. You guys can handle this thing, right?
We'll see. You're going to keep an eye on us up there, won't you?
I think you'll be fine.
All right.
I mean,
we have any issues, we can call.
And I saw, no, we won't have any issues,
Won't
Chad,
have any
will we?
issues.
I got Chad on the
He
camera.
was in Arizona for a long
He's in
time.
rest, okay.
He's got to come down here and he's got to get some work done now.
Got to work hard now.
Mr. Raleigh Lip is in the building.
Raleigh Lip is in the house.
Yep.
He's
There we
right
go.
up here behind us. Okay, Raleigh Lip's here, and he'll have game number 3 for you here coming up. And that will be between the Sargent County Bulldogs and the Richland Colts. For Chad Affield, Brian Watson, Joe Schreiner, Raleigh Lip in the wings, waiting to come up here in game number 3. We'll be right back. Again, your final score, the Broncos defeat the Warbirds 46-29. Back and check our link out on our webpage for the next game. Good night, everybody.